like and subscribe, and leave a comment below. Vega Station, humanity's saving grace. A shrill alarm pierced the silence of the command center as Captain B.N.Rocker jolted upright. "We've got a distress signal from the Vega Station," she announced. "Prepare the rescue shuttle. We launch in 5. The team scrambled into action. Lieutenant Marcus Reed, a seasoned engineer, secured his toolkit, while Dr. Elena Vasquez, the mission's medic, double-checked her emergency supplies. Specialist Tyler Blake, the zero-gravity expert, synchronized his wrist console with the shuttle's systems, with each second ticking away like a bomb about to explode. Lila's mind raced with the details of the mission. Vega Station was a critical outpost, home to dozens of scientists and engineers. The failure of such a facility was unthinkable, but now it was their reality. She tightened her grip on her helmet, steeling herself for the ordeal ahead. As the shuttle blasted off, Lila announces to the crew, "Vega Station has reported multiple hull breaches and all critical systems are failing. It's only minutes before the entire station collapses." "Copy that, Captain," Marcus replied, strapping himself into his seat. "We'll be cutting it close." The shuttle docked with Vega Station amid a cacophony of explosions. Sparks flew, and debris floated ominously in the zero-gravity environment. Lila led the way, with her magnetic boots clanging against the metal floor. "Stay focused," Lila ordered. "We've trained for this. We can do it." "Section 12 is the most critical," Marcus reported, his eyes scanning the readouts on his wrist console. "Hull integrity is at 15%. Lila nodded. "Elena, take the forward team and start evacuating the crew from the lower levels. Tyler, with me. We need to stabilize that section before it blows." Navigating through the narrow corridors, the team faced an onslaught of challenges. Fires erupted, and oxygen levels dropped dangerously low. Elena's team found the first group of survivors huddled in a control room. Each face told a story of fear and desperation, but Lila's presence seemed to instill a glimmer of hope. "Move quickly and stay together," Elena instructed. "We're getting you out of here." In Section 12, Tyler struggled with the zero-gravity tools. "Captain, the pressure seals are not responding," he yelled over the comms. Lila's eyes darted around, seeking a solution. "Use the manual override, Tyler. We don't have time for finesse." As Tyler worked, an explosion rocked the station, sending a shockwave through the structure. "Hold on!" Lila screamed, grabbing onto a railing as debris hurtled past them. The sound of metal twisting and breaking under pressure was deafening. "Almost there." Tyler grunted, with sweat pouring down his face despite the cool air of the station. "Just a few more seconds." With the pressure seals finally engaged, they raced to rejoin Elena. The lower levels were a maze of twisted metal and smoke. They found Elena's team moving the last of the crew towards the shuttle. The air was thick with tension and the acrid smell of burning circuitry. "Station collapse in T-2 minutes, the automated voice announced. "Move, move, move," Lila urged, pushing through the throng of terrified crew members. Her heart pounded in her chest as if each beat was echoing the countdown to disaster. They navigated through narrow passages, dodging falling debris and sparking wires. Every step was a gamble, every moment a precious second slipping away. One of the scientists, Dr. Hammond, cried out, "The lab! Let me grab our research. We created a tear in reality, a rift to another dimension, and it collapsed, taking out all our systems. I need that data, or this all was for nothing." Lila spun around, her eyes blazing with urgency. "Do I need to remind you that the station is going to blow in less than 1 minute?" she yelled. Dr. Hammond pointed frantically to a lab table just a few feet away. "It's right there. I can get it. Just a moment, please." Without hesitation, Lila barked orders. "Marcus, go with him. Make it quick. We don't have a second to spare." Marcus nodded, already in motion, grabbing Dr. Hammond by the arm and propelling him forward. The two men dashed towards the lab table. Dr. Hammond's hands shook as he gathered the data modules, each second feeling like an eternity. The station groaned around them, metal twisting and buckling under the immense pressure. Alarms blared louder. "Hurry up, Hammond," Marcus urged. The scientist fumbled with the last module, finally securing it in his pack. "Got it!" Hammond shouted, turning back toward Marcus. Marcus pulled Hammond along as they sprinted back to the group. The seconds felt like hours as Lila watched them approach with her breath caught in her throat. The station's structural integrity was failing rapidly, with the walls shuddering with each passing moment. As they reached the group, Lila wasted no time. "Everyone, in the shuttle now," she ordered. The shuttle was their only hope, and Lila knew they were racing against the clock. Every second counted, and failure was not an option. The team barely made it back to the shuttle as the station's structural integrity failed. Lila could feel the heat of the fires nipping at her heels. "Marcus, get us out of here," she ordered as the hatch sealed behind them. The shuttle detached and rocketed away from the disintegrating station. From the viewport, they watched Vega Station implode, with a brilliant flash of light marking its end. The silence that followed was almost surreal, with the reality of their escape slowly sinking in. Leela sank into her seat with her body aching from the exertion. "Good work, everyone," she said, her voice hoarse but steady. "We did it." The shuttle's interior was silent, save for the heavy breathing of the rescued crew. Lila turned to her team. "We saved them," she said softly, her eyes meeting each of her team members in turn. Lena slumped in her seat, wiping sweat from her brow. "How many did we get out?" "All of them," Tyler replied, a rare smile crossing his face. "Every single one." The realization of their success washed over them, a wave of pride. They had faced impossible odds and emerged victorious. The survivors huddled together and began to relax, their terror slowly giving way to gratitude. As the shuttle made its way back to the home base, Lila allowed herself a moment of reflection. The mission had been perilous, and they had faced death at every turn, but they had succeeded. The crew's survival was a testament to their courage and skill. Just as they began re-entry into Earth's atmosphere, alarms blared through the cabin. "Heat shield failure detected," the automated voice announced. The shuttle shook violently, heat searing through the hull as it plummeted toward the ground. Lila's knuckles turned white as she gripped her seat, her mind racing with potential solutions. "It looks like we're doomed," Marcus shouted over the noise. The shuttle buckled, the heat intensifying, and for a moment it seemed like the end was inevitable. But then, through the rugged resilience of the old shuttle, it held together. The heat shields, battered and worn, miraculously endured the fiery descent. Finally, with a bone-jarring thud, the shuttle touched down on the ground. The crew erupted into cheers and laughter with a wave of relief washing over them. Lila unbuckled her harness with a triumphant smile spreading across her face. With their mission accomplished against all odds, the stars far above now seemed a little brighter. They was a little more hopeful. They had survived, and they would be ready for whatever came next. This is not goodbye, nor the end. Until the story continues, my friends. B.N.Rocker.